They chillin' in Alaska, swimming in Atlanta, vultures out in Bmore, they Kira, Carolina, they wildin' in Chicago, howlin' down in Big D, Mile High in Denver, that Tallahassee pride is deep, they lunchin' in Vancouver, Desperados shootin', the renegades on the loose, the hyenas lootin', gold out in QC, who higher than them sparrows, the furies swooping in divine order for the pharaohs, Indy on the rise, the sharks about to mash, gladiators, knights and Aztecs about to clash. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. First and 10, I'm so aggressive. The end zone, the game plan, no pressure. They gotta pay me how they measure me. You know these haters on my back like the referee. You know I'm in it to win it. Game day, I'm about my business, I gotta get it. So I'm all about my ends. And these non-stop wins. They can't touch us, can't touch us. We turning up on these suckers. You know the D brought the ruckus. Cause we tighter than the huddles. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. Third down is going down. Round and pound, oh, we gotta air them out. That's why I gotta hit the route. Hit the flat, if I catch it, then I'm out. Fourth and inches, gotta take. YOLO, just no pump fake. So tighten up and hit the power high. The audible and draw them off sides.
Irvine, Ryan Michaels gets a block midfield. Ryan Michaels, he could be gone. Trying to be comfortable behind, he will not. Touchdown, Houston.
Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party.
Yola shakes it. Oh my goodness, and Yola gets away. Yola on the first play for Tallahassee is going to score again. Left side, Odom gets away. Odom breaks another tackle. Ash Odom, you've got to be kidding me. Big chase, 10-5 touchdown! Oh my word!
After a tough opening to the season, the Tulsa Desperados finally have their first win and are looking to get back in the swing of things in the Southern Conference. To do that, they'll have to battle an equally as hungry conference foe, the Dallas Lobos, whose high-flying offense makes almost every game an intense shootout that comes down to the wire. The pressure will all be on the Tulsa defense to slow down some bad synergy and the rest of Dallas's talented passing attack. We're halfway through the season and Week 6 of the Simulation Football League starts right now on Twitch.tv. Good evening, everybody. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Michael Truilo, joined in the booth today by Andy Hamilton. And looking forward to this match.
Well, two tough teams are going to be doing battle here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Both teams desperate for a win this late in the season. It's only midway, Michael, but both of these teams would like to come out with a win here at Greenwood District Stadium. It should be a good one. I'm excited for it.
Fans filing into the seats tonight. Should be a packed house on a warm summer night in the heartland of the United States of America. Dallas and Tulsa. You can see the coaches' starting lineups scrolling across your screen as we speak. And we'll get you more in-depth into those lineups after we kick off tonight. But for right now, let's send it down to the field for the coin toss.
Both these teams, Michael, are, an interesting spot here coming into tonight's game. Tulsa at home, 0-1 on the season. On the road, Dallas is 0-2. Something's got to change. Someone's going to get a win tonight.
Something's got to give either way. The Desperados will look to kick it off and put the ball in the hands of Sabaz Shinergy, one of the league's most prolific passers, right away. And the ball is on the tee. The kicker, Andrew Wheeler, has his hand in the air. The whistle blows and it's game on here from Greenwood District Stadium in Tulsa. Ball is returned up to about the 25-yard line. Crash Combs doing return duties tonight for the Lobos, and that is where the star-studded Dallas offense, we've mentioned him a couple times tonight, will come out onto the field. The quarterback is Sabaz Shinergy, running back Royce Robbins, and 4 wideouts, Crash Combs, Mike Osai, Mason Kirby, and Junior. Senior the third, wearing all white with black helmets and gold accents tonight, going right to left across your radio dial on the first play from scrimmage at the 26-yard line. Shinergy handoff Robbins, and Robbins will get 2 yards on first down.
Well, I was interested, Michael, before coming into tonight's game, Royce Robbins seemed like a Rolls-Royce was kept in the garage, and here on the first play, they decided to hand him the ball. I like it from Dallas, maybe trying to catch Tulsa in the green uniforms off guard.
Tulsa, as you said, in the all-green tonight, helmets, shirt and pants with red and white trim. Trips left, single right for Shinergy, who's in the shotgun on second down at 8. Here comes the rush, only 4-man in it. Shinergy flips it out far side. That pass is caught over the middle, right at midfield. Great grab out there. Junior, senior the third, hauling in his first catch of the night.
Well, he's no Mike Osai, but he is a perfect complement to Osai. 11.9 yards per catch, which is more than Osai gets. Only the 4 touchdowns on the season, but he has the first big catch of tonight's game.
I'll get to the Tulsa defense after this play. First down and 10 right at midfield. And it's going to be another throw near side. And Mike Osai's got a first down to the 39.
Yeah, Osai over there working on Kyler Murray. I don't understand how he had so much room. If you're Tulsa, you got to buckle down early on that and force Mike Osai to kind of work his way into some more open space because he was just way too open right there.
The defense tasked with stopping Sabaz Shinergy and the rest of the Dallas offense tonight. The safeties are Kanye Rockefeller and Charles Ball. The corners are Nate Heslep and Kyler Murray. Linebacker is Espen Rael. Get to the rest of the lineup after this. It's another sidearm throw over the middle. Oh, it dropped!
You don't see many drops from this Dallas team. Usually as receivers, they're pretty solid across the board. In and out of the hands there. What are you going to do? I mean, Shinergy's got to go back to the drawing board. The first drop for him tonight.
That was Sneakers Alamo in there as a backup on the depth chart. Rest of the Indianapolis defense on their front line, Gib Ledoux and Rhett Sawyer at defensive end and tackle, respectively. Second down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Shinergy back to pass. Now he's forced to step up in the pocket. He'll dump it short. And only a 3-yard pickup there by Robbins.
Only 3, but it looked like he was going to lose 4 or 5. A good check down under some pressure. Robbins able to make something out of nothing. If you're Dallas, you feel a little bit more comfortable with that than taking the sack, that's for sure. So, not a bad play by Shinergy to get out of there, get rid of the ball, and let his playmaker get a few yards.
Third down and 7. Shinergy will be under center, 2 receivers each side. He doesn't really like the look of things, so he'll change the play. With the way Shinergy throws the ball, third down and anything is fair game for this Dallas team. He's going to throw it out to the near side, and that pass is caught. Osai tapped the toes by Sun. First down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, it's a timing route. Might have been a hook. It looked like maybe he was working his way inside of the field. Nice throw by Shinergy. Him and Osai have this really good chemistry that's been working all season. Osai actually leads the league in yardage. Shinergy leads the league in passing yards. So those two working together is pretty dynamite.
Shinergy had 600 passing yards in the game 2 weeks ago, and he's floating that one into triple coverage. Incomplete. That pass defended mostly by K.T. Taylor.
Yeah, this Tulsa secondary, was strong a year ago with Charles Ball doing all that he could do. This year, only 2 interceptions for him, 2 passes defended. I'm interested to see how they stand up to this Dallas offense and the high-flying passing attack that Steve Mullinex has put into play.
It's going to be a tough task tonight, especially for those corners, sticking with those talented wide receivers for Dallas. Here's Synergy over the middle, wide open, right across the middle. Junior, senior, his second catch of the drive, makes it down to the 10-yard line into the SFL, presented by APM Music Red Zone for the first time today.
Yeah, it looked like he was working in the middle between Espen Royale, the longtime linebacker in the SFL, and just found a soft spot in the zones and was able to collect the ball. That was nice work there by the receiver.
3 left, single right, Synergy looking end zone. No, he's going to look short and go in the wrong direction is Crash Combs. He's still going to pick up 3 yards. Maybe that's a generous spot by the official there.
Yeah, I believe that was Combs' first catch of the night. Synergy so far is doing a really good job of spreading the ball around. 6 of 8 for 65 yards. Not bad for the opening drive. Let's see if they can cap it off with some points here.
2nd down and 6 from the 7. They can get a first down inside the 1-yard line, but I don't think Synergy's thinking about right now. He's thinking about the end zone. Put it on the board. Touchdown, Dallas.
Yeah, there's a lot of soft space there in the middle of the field, and Mason Kirby is the beneficiary. A nice job by Synergy to find that soft spot in the zone. It's really the same spot that's been there all game. It looks like just a quick slant from Mason Kirby, and that's a QB to QB touchdown. Dallas is on the board.
That is the first catch of the game for Mason Kirby, who you were right, who did play quarterback for this Dallas team a season ago, before transitioning out to wide receiver. And on to make the kick is Manuel. He's been in Dallas for a long time, and he's made a lot of kicks. This one is up and through. 7:46 to go. First quarter, Dallas 7. Tulsa has yet to touch the ball. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on twitch.tv. Stay with us. So Dallas, Sandy, has come out with a statement of intent right off the bat. Long drive, good touchdown. How does Tulsa respond here?
Well, if you're Tulsa, the first thing you want to do is protect the ball. Michael Martin has 13 picks on the year to only 4 touchdowns. You got to make sure that whatever you do, you don't turn it over and swing momentum back Dallas's way. So that's the first step. If you can get some points, that would be great. A field goal, isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. You're working with the number 17 offense in the league, but you're playing the worst defense in the league. So this side of the ball is the one that really interests me, to see what Tulsa's offense can get done against this Dallas defense, which has a lot of work to do, Michael.
First down and 10 from their own 28-yard line to the all-green, red, and white. Here is the first pass for Michael Martin. He'll throw deep over the middle. Caught! Oh, no, it's incomplete. I thought Andre Godspeed had that one in triple coverage, but the ball hits the turf.
Yeah, it was a very dangerous throw right out of the gate from Michael Martin. He had like 4 defenders in the area, including the referee who fell on his butt. Really what Dallas was looking for there was just to knock that ball out. They did the job. It brings up 2nd and 10, and lucky for Tulsa, they live to fight another day.
2 right, single left. The man in the backfield is Sanzo Robinson. I'll run down the offensive and defensive rosters here in a minute. The throw is out to the far side, and that one's complete for 3 yards. And stepping out of bounds there is Godspeed. Here's the rest of the Tulsa offense. The quarterback is Michael Martin. The running back is Sanzo Robinson. The wide receivers are Andre Godspeed, Stephen Bush, and Corey Jones. On the defensive side, for Dallas, the safeties are Tom Taylor and Kane Vasquez. The corners are Dante West and Iverson Gamble, and the linebackers are Ray West and E.K. Vinson. 3rd down and 7. Everybody going deep, and it's a great... It's just underthrown. Great defense by Dante West to knock the ball out of the air. That could have been first down and a whole lot more.
Yeah, I thought it was going right back to Godspeed after the deflection. It looked like he was almost in a perfect position to re-catch the ball. Nice play by one of the West brothers. He's got 3 interceptions this year in his first year in Dallas, coming over from Vancouver. Nicely done to end the drive.
And this is the big win by the Dallas defense. They've been much maligned this year. As you said, the worst statistically in the league, but they got a 3 and out. They're putting their offense back on the field, and they're looking to go up 14 or 10 points here. That was actually close to being blocked. Fair catch called by Combs at the 31-yard line, and that's where Dallas will start their next drive.
Yeah, and if you're Dallas's offense, really what you want to do is just a repeat of what you had last drive. Mostly passes. They found a lot of soft spots in the middle zone. Hopefully for Tulsa, Deion Hawkins was able to talk to the defense on the sidelines and shore up the middle of the field.
3 left, single right, synergy under center. Just over 7 minutes to go here, first quarter. Handoff up the middle, Robbins. Same play as the first play of the first drive, and the same result, 3 yards.
Yeah, it's a nice little trap play. It's good to keep the defense honest. Tulsa has a lot of men in the middle of the field with their 2 down linemen as well as Espen Royale, so I don't think Dallas expects a touchdown off that play, but if they can keep picking up 3 or 4 yards, that'll certainly help the drive moving forward.
I saw the Florida Gators going up with Tim Tebow do that every play. They won the national championship. 2nd down and 7 from the 34. Handoff. And Robbins only gets 2 yards that time. Good pursuit to the football by Kyron Hill.
But yeah, I was about to say, Robbins had a lot of room on the bottom end of the field. He just had to have the speed to get there, and unfortunately, he looked a little bit like syrup going on pancakes, was a little slow there, and Hill brings him down.
It's 3rd down and 5. Synergy going to have to go to the air here. 4 receivers, 3 right, single left. Synergy stands in the pocket. Now it's collapsing, gets the pass away, and it's almost picked off. The pass was intended for junior senior the 3rd. The route was undercut by Espen Royale, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, Royale's been in this league long enough to know when to see those middle-of-the-field routes. Maybe he might have been baiting them a little bit in the first drive, because that second drive was, a lot different from the Tulsa defense. Royale cuts underneath it. I would be interested to see how Dallas takes the approach on the next drives, whether they throw to the middle or not.
Punt first of the game coming up for Rock Vandenboom. That one was almost blocked as well. And the return out for Tulsa. Bounces off a tackler, gets to the 33-yard line. And now we've seen, both offenses on the field, and both offenses have a 3 and out. The defense is maybe queuing into the offensive strategy a little bit here in the first quarter.
Yeah, the first drive is always kind of feeling the opponent out, see what they got, see what you got, how do you guys match up. So interesting to see here what Tulsa does.
Here is Martin, stands in the pocket. He'll fling it out to Robinson, the wide receiver to running back convert, picks up 3 yards on the swing pass.
Yeah, and he was actually a running back in Baltimore before he was a receiver, if you're getting real old time with it. So he's a running back turned receiver turned running back again. I can't even tie my shoes sometimes, so I'm surprised that he's able to make that conversion 3 times.
One of the longest standing players here in this league, offset eye behind Martin on 2nd and 7. And a heavy front line here for Dallas. They're going to bring the rush, and it's a counter run to Sonzo Robinson. Out and more out near midfield up to the 48-yard line.
Solid running, put the head down, stand behind your blocker, and go get it, son. Sonzo Robinson does quite the job here. Watch that fullback cut back and find someone. The linemen are out in front of him. Even Godspeed's getting in on the block in action. You got to love it. If you're Tulsa, it's a full team effort here on the run play.
And I love the play call from Tulsa. They saw that everybody was crashing here on the near side, so they ran it to the weak side and picked up a bunch of yards. 1st down and 10 from the 48-yard line. First down of the game for the Desperados. They're going to run it with Robinson again, this time right up the middle for 5 yards.
Well, and you know what they say, Michael, when you're hungry, feed the man, and he's going to pick up 5 yards for you each time. And that's exactly what you want if you're Tulsa, because Martin's been throwing so many interceptions this year that if you can get solid running out of Robinson, it's going to open up the pass game a whole lot more when you decide to go to the air.
R. Cochran, give it 100 bits. Thank you, Mr. Cochran.
Good old Ron.
Going to go offset eye again. 2nd down and 5. Martin, pressure coming, got it over the middle. Oh, it was almost a nifty one-handed catch by Godspeed, but the pressure was there, and the hit knocked the ball out of his hand.
Yeah, if you're a fan, you love that type of try and grab it. The good old Odell Beckham. But if you're a receiving coach, you just got to ask, throw your second hand out there. And boy, did he get clobbered coming across the middle of the field. That was Cain Vasquez laying the hit. Make him pay for it. You don't see that in the NFL anymore, Michael.
He had that ball squarely in his hand. It would have been a fantastic catch if Vasquez hadn't knocked the ball out, making it 3rd down and 5 and putting the pressure back on Michael Martin. He's under center, with 2 in the backfield. He's going to throw it out short. Good little out route pattern and a first down. Good grab out there as well by Stephen Bush. He makes his first catch of the game.
Yeah, and shout out to Mark Lopez doing stats for us. That's only Michael Martin's 3rd completion of the game. 3 of 6 so far heading into today's contest, in today's contest. That's 50%, not bad. But he's had some dangerous throws, like we saw that one-hander. You'd like to have a little bit more security from the quarterback.
Trips right, single left on 1st down and 10. Now into Dallas territory for the first time tonight. Martin, plenty of time to throw, but he'll throw short to Robinson on the check down, and he won't get anywhere. Big hit laid there by E.K. Vincent. He makes his first tackle of the day.
Yeah, Vincent was also there with Vasquez. I'm not sure whether Martin just didn't have any more options downfield or whether, he felt like Robinson can beat 2 guys off the line, but not the best throw in my opinion.
2nd down and 10, offset. Here's Robinson. Oh, he got crushed right behind the line of scrimmage. Who was that? That was Billy Joe Bacon. He's another guy that's been in Dallas a long time, and he's made a lot of tackles.
Yeah, nothing will wake you up from a big hit rather than Bacon, and he laid the wood there, if I had to say so myself. Robinson might be smelling the eggs cooking tomorrow.
3rd down and 11. Now empty backfield. This is the first time they've employed an empty backfield set. Martin going to have to air it out here, 4 wide. He's going to go to the air, and it's incomplete, knocked away. Cain Vasquez, he's been all over the field tonight, this time working in tandem with Iverson Gamble to knock the pass away.
Yeah, and the deflection was good. The deflection was clean, but I do want to say, I don't know about Iverson Gamble tackling the receiver as the ball's hitting him in the back. You got to give him a chance to make a play on the ball. I don't know. We kind of go with some old school rules here in the SFL. Pass interference is not called very often, but I think that might have been one of the times the ref should have taken a second look.
I agree. Ooh, that's the 3rd punt in a row that was almost blocked. It's going to bounce at the 10, down to the 5, and at the 2, down to the 1-yard line. Beautiful special teams play. Cortland Weaver, what a punt.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You don't always get the drop right at the 1, but Tulsa's offense has got to be loving it. And for their 2 linemen, Rhett Sawyer and Ghibli Doo, you got to be licking your chops here at the opportunity to put your team on the board, whether it's 2 points or more.
Here is the setup from Dallas in the shadow of their own end zone at the 1. Handoff, Robbins, right up the middle for 2, or give him 3 yards that time.
Yeah, and so far, Rolls-Royce has been good for 3 yards each time, and that's just what you want if you're Dallas. Coming into the game, he averaged 3.6 yards per carry. The issue is he only had 75 yards coming into tonight, which is just barely under what Synergy has thrown for tonight.
A 127 passer rating through almost the first quarter for Synergy. That's pretty good, and in goes Royce Robbins. He got a block, and he got a first down up to the 12.
Yeah, I don't know about the first down. Rockefeller came and knocked him, straight onto his back. And the ball here is going to be interesting to see whether it got over the line or not because, when he was on the ground, he was clearly behind the line. Maybe he pushed the nose over it, but that was a close call.
And it doesn't look like Tulsa's going to challenge it, so Dallas gets another set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 12. Just over 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Trips right, single left for Dallas on 1st down here. Synergy back to pass with the 5-step drop, flips it out to Combs, and Combs will pick up 5 yards on the out route.
Yeah, and the other receiver, junior, senior, the 3rd, was right there as well. Synergy might as well have just tossed that one up and said, here, whichever one of you guys want to take that for 5 yards, go ahead. And, they rock, paper, scissors and decided who got the ball.
And that's what happens when you have 4-star receivers like Dallas does. You really are spoiled for choice if you're a quarterback. Here is Synergy. Low snap, but he corrals it out to the near side. Osai, first down. That is the 3rd out route to the sticks for a first down from Mike Osai in the first quarter.
Yeah, Michael, I did the Dallas game a few weeks ago, and let me tell you, we're going to be seeing a lot of Mike Osai dragging the feet by the sidelines. He has a little bit more room here this time, able to turn upfield, and the Wiley veteran who got his start in Baltimore is able to move the sticks and continues to be one of the best receivers in the SFL.
There's a lot of old Baltimore Crabs connections on the field tonight. I like it.
I'm sure TJ's loving it too.
2 receivers each side. 1st and 10 up to the Dallas 24. Short drop, and it's going to float it out to Robbins, who can't get by the first tackler, who is Charles Ball, spying the running back all the way up to make the tackle.
Yeah, Royce Robbins reminds me a little bit of Brucey from The Longest Yard. He's here, and he's willing to do whatever you need him to do, but he's not the greatest athlete on this Dallas offense.
2nd down and 9. Under a minute to go now, first quarter. 45 seconds. Dallas still up 7-0. Synergy, plenty of time in the pocket. Going over the top, Mike Osai. First down up to the 48-yard line.
And it was a good catch. He was in room. I'm not trying to take away from that at all, but Osai, after the catch here, if you watch, he kind of palms the ball right there, and right as he's about to take the huge lick from Espen Royale, and I would just like to see him, maybe 2 hands on the ball, but maybe that's just the head coach in me, Michael, trying to protect the offensive gain.
Well, they did protect it up to the 48-yard line, 20 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Synergy now, plenty of time as usual over the middle. We almost threw it right into the hands of a Tulsa receiver. That was Espen Royale again, who deflected the ball about 15 yards down the field.
Yeah, only had 2 pass deflections coming into the night. I think he's already up to 2 tonight. I'm telling you, Michael, one of these times he's going to be able to get both of those big mitts on it and take it away.
And this is a Tulsa team returning a lot of the same members. I'll finish my thought after this play, as Synergy is in the shotgun, and he's going to throw to the far side. Penalty coming up. This might be holding, just from where the spot of the flag was. Clock stops with 7 seconds left.
Yeah, it's either holding or roughing the passer, and if it's roughing the passer, Michael, I might lose my lid. Oh, no! It's the clip.
It is, oh no! Clipping against Dallas. Bernie Breckenridge, the offensive tackle. And let's see.
It looked like he clipped his own man there.
It's not as bad. That's the end of the first quarter. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on twitch.tv. Stay with us. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as the...
APM Music is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com and visit their all-new esports landing page to find the best highlight music, heroic action, and epic sounds to boost the quality of your esports stream just like us. Log on to form.apmmusic.com/esports for more information. APM Music, production music library, and custom music house.
Welcome back to Greenwood District Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Michael Truilo, Andy Hamilton on the call for this one. Dallas up 7-0. 11 minutes to go till halftime. It's the 2nd and 28 for Dallas, and that pass out to Mike Osai will gain a bit of the... No! He didn't keep the feet in bounds, and it's going to be 3rd and 28 coming up.
Well, I tell you what, Michael, after that clipping penalty, I think we need to add the tie clip to the tie here tonight. This tie clip is brought to you by Ref 62, apparently.
Oh, boy. I mean, one more thing about the clipping. It didn't look as bad to me as the phantom clipping in the Mexico City game last season, but in the fact that he did actually touch the defender that was called on. Here's Synergy on 3rd and 28 down the field, and it's almost picked again. Kanye Rockefeller this time got the mix on it, but just deflects it into the ground.
Yeah, Kanye is one crazy player in the SFL, another long-time guy. You gotta love him, and you'd like to see him take that one away. Here's a little bit of slow-mo action. Look, it's right to him, right in the breadbasket. I don't think that's what the coach was talking about when he said hit him in the numbers, huh?
Maybe the black numbers, not the white ones. But anyway, on to punt is Rock Band and Boom for the second time today. And penalties are a killer in any football league, but especially the SFL, where they're really not called that often. And especially a penalty, a 15-yarder like that, really killed the drive for Dallas. And it's actually going to set up. Oh, here goes Charles Ball. Up almost to the original first down marker at the 41-yard line of Tulsa. Good return. It sets up the Desperados in good field position to try and even up the score.
Yeah, I tell you what, when these defenses are on the field for a long time, sometimes they get frustrated and decide, you know what, hey, if the offense isn't going to get things going, I'm going to get things going. And Ball gets a nice return there, sets up the offense with good field position.
Offset I to right, 0 left. Here is Michael Martin. Plenty of pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Oh, almost throws a pick. Beautiful undercut of the route by Ray West that time.
Yeah, and Ray's going to have to get in there with his brother Dante and figure out, you know, what's the best way to get your hands going quick enough, because he would have been dancing in the end zone right about now had he taken that one away.
All of the defensive players for both teams need to apply more stickum to the gloves tonight. We've seen about 3 dropped picks in this game so far. Second down and 10. 10:38, Tulsa in the all-green with red and white accents going right to left. Empty set 4 wide on 2nd and 10. Martin, pressure coming, and he's got his man out to the near side. That's Andre Godspeed for 6 yards. Ray West there on the tackle.
No, that was Dante on the tackle, the cornerback in coverage. Godspeed, a nice grab, though. The Martin to Godspeed relationship carrying over from London down here to Tulsa has continued to struggle, but they're able to convert there, making it 3rd and 4, a lot more manageable for this offense who likes to use Robinson out of the backfield as well. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 4.
And a 3-receiver set. Martin, 10-step drop. He's going to go all the way down the sideline. Picked off. This time it's a picked off, and Dante West finally has an interception. He says, brother, watch it. This is how you make an interception.
Yeah, if one West can't get it, the other one's going to figure it out. Dante here, it's a double move from Godspeed, and Dante reads it the whole way, able to rise up and take the ball away. That is his 4th interception on the season so far, doing a really good job. Again, coming over to Dallas by way of Vancouver in the offseason. Got to put that shout-out in there. So big ups to Dante getting the ball back for Dallas here at the 28.
Synergy and company back on the field in all white, black helmets and gold and silver highlights, moving left to right. Synergy, that ball looked like it got tipped in the line of scrimmage, but it still finds its way out to Crash Combs for 11 yards and a first down.
Yeah, I don't know which was better, the fact that the ball was thrown strong enough to get there after being tipped, or Crash Combs was, good enough to corral it after it was probably wobbly by the time it got to him. An all-around team effort, we'll say, from the Lobos to convert that one.
3 left, single right on 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Synergy. He'll take the snap. He'll throw out to the near side. That pass is caught and up past the first. Oh, he didn't get the first down. Junior, senior, the 3rd. I thought he stretched the ball over there for a first down, but it'll be 2nd down and 1.
Well, call him Cinderella, Michael, because he was missing a shoe, and that shoe just happened to be out of bounds when he was able to find it. That'll bring up 2nd and 1, the rookie unable to keep his footing and convert the chains. So far, not hurting him, but if they don't get this, they might have a conversation with him on the sideline.
Nick's RR with the 200 bits. Thank you very much. And here's a run with the middle. Robbins
got it.
Yeah, barely over the line before he was brought down, but a first down nonetheless. And Andy, we saw a blistering opening to this game with Dallas driving all the way down into the field and scoring a touchdown. And now we've kind of seen the game cool off a bit. What do you think the offenses need to do to put some numbers on the board?
Well, Dallas has been doing everything they need to do. They're moving the ball pretty well. They've just struggled to find it in the middle again.
Oh, Synergy's going down. First sack of the game goes Tulsa's way. Ghibli Do, I don't think we've called his name tonight other than the roster rundown, but he gets the sack there.
Yeah, the rookie coming in doing big stuff for Tulsa, and that's what I was just talking about, Michael. Every once in a while there's a play that sets Dallas back a little bit, whether it's clipping or a sack from Ghibli Do, and they struggle to catch back up to where their offense needs to be. So let's see how they respond here on 2nd and long.
Second down and 18 to be precise, back at their own 40-yard line. Everybody going the underneath out, and Junior Senior the third just missed that one.
Yeah, I don't know if he was eating dinner with the defense or what, but, you know, the lack of stickum on those gloves is not working out. Maybe ate a little bit too much pizza or popcorn or, you know, held that stick of butter that he was chewing on before the game too long. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't think he even touched the ball. I think it just went right through his hands. It's third down and 18 now. Second, third, and extra long situation of the quarter for Tulsa with 8 minutes 20 to go. Synergy going to have to go long. He will go long down towards the stick. Tipped up in the air. Oh! Picked off. That would have been an amazing effort from Espin Real, but it's a fourth down nonetheless.
Yeah, Kyler Murray was the one who got his hands to it first. They highlighted Real, but Murray had pretty much 2 shots at picking that one off. And you know what they say, Michael, you know, third time's the charm, so maybe if they throw it his way, he might be able to take that one away, but he couldn't get his hands wrapped around that. Either way, though, Tulsa's going to get the ball back here, which is good for the Desperados.
Well, the defense isn't going to get a chance to pick it off because Rock Vanden Boom has the ball, and it's boomed away from his foot. Fair catch called at the 23-yard line by Charles Ball. And now talk to me a little bit about the Tulsa offense, because something just hasn't clicked yet tonight.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the MO for the season for Tulsa. They've struggled down the stretch as we look here at Greenwood District Stadium. They struggled down the stretch. Martin, 4 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. They just got to protect the ball a little bit more. And for Sonzo Robinson, he's got to get going out of the backfield.
It's going to be no Robinson on this play. It's going to be a deep corner towards the first down marker, and they're going to get it. Pushing the ball over the first down stick. Sonzo Robinson, a big pass catcher out of the backfield.
Right.
Wow.
Well, he was a wide receiver, so I guess throw him the ball, who cares, right? But I don't know if he got that first down. If I'm Dallas, I'm thinking about throwing the red hanky on that one. He was tackled at least a yard short.
Well, I mean, you're not going to get a chance now at the next playoff, and here's Robinson on a run. He snakes past the defender, and here he goes. Oh, he crushed. Cain Vasquez has been laying the hurt tonight. He's had a couple of big tackles. It didn't stop Robinson from getting the first down, though.
Yeah, I mean, follow your blocker, young fella. Look at 67. He's right out in front of you. You just got a little bit impatient, and you decided to try and do it on your own, and you got clobbered because of it. And I bet the lineman was saying to him as he picked him up and peeled him off the grass, hey, might want to follow me next time, little guy.
That was T. Amani, the tackle out there, trying to set the block, but Sonzo was very impatient, and he ran past it. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Martin going deep. One-on-one coverage, and there goes Andre Godspeed. 15-10. And he's brought down to the 9-yard line. Excellent chase from Dante West to bring him down and prevent the touchdown.
Well, Godspeed, change him to God Slow. Get in the end zone, young fella. I think he might have been surprised that he was able to haul that one in. It's a pinpoint throw here. Put that thing on a string right in front of Dante West. Godspeed turns. He's got nothing but open grass, and I can't believe he let West track him down. Look at the big board, whatever you got to do. Get your nose in the end zone.
Well, first down and goal at the 9. They're into the SFL presented by APM Music for the first time. Or the red zone for the first time today. Heavy set, first down and goal. Maybe looking for a heavy dose of Sonzo Robinson. Here he goes up the middle, and he's going to drag his defenders all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, yeah, and then he's going to roll him into the end zone. Hey, whatever it takes. That guy's got a nose for the end zone, I tell you what. You know, it sets him up really good here to try and tie this game. Michael, it's getting fun, man.
Oh, yeah, the Tulsa heard what we were talking about up here with them, their offense not really getting off to that hard a start, and they said, hey, watch this. Second down and goal. Martin looking, throwing. Oh, he overthrew everybody. That ball was almost through the uprights, and it's going to be third down.
Yeah, Michael, if you throw it through the field goal, it's not worth any points, despite popular belief. I'm not sure who he was aiming for there, man. It just was not on target. I don't know if there was miscommunication with the route. Hopefully here on third down they collect it together. Otherwise, Dallas and Dante West are going to keep 4 points off the board.
Well, here we go. Are we going to see another dose of Sonzo Robinson, or will Martin try and throw it in? Third down and goal from the 2-yard line. Just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. Martin. Oh, he waited too long,
no.
and there's nowhere for the man to go. Too bad, because Sonzo Robinson was in all sorts of space. If that ball was there maybe a second or two earlier, but 4th down and goal is coming up.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself but yell and check it down. Robinson checked out of the backfield, and no one ran with him. Martin, was taking a 5-step drop. If that would have been a 3-step drop, Truilo, I guarantee you that would have been a touchdown.
And now the field goal attempt from Andrew Wheeler, his first of the game, is right down Main Street from 21 yards. So with 5:25 to go, second quarter, Dallas 7, Tulsa 3, and this is a huge let-off for that Lobos defense.
Yeah, Dante West saves 4 points off the board. If you're Stephen Mullinex, pat him on the back of the head and send him back on the field with some comfort next time, because he just saved points off the board for you. And if you're the offense for Dallas, time to get going. You got the heat under your butt now.
Because now Tulsa has shown that they can move the ball down the field with some style. And Dallas is now looking to do the same, as that returned by Crash Combs up to the 28-yard line. Just over 5 minutes to go second half. Dallas 7, Tulsa 3. So really not the shootout we were expecting going into this game, Andy.
Well, it's close enough. I mean, 7-3 here late in the second is close enough to me. All Tulsa needs is a stop, and they're getting back in this thing.
Here is Synergy over the middle. He's got Sneakers Alamo. He dropped a pass in the first quarter. This time he hangs on for his first catch of the day and 7 yards.
Hey, 7 yards is 7 yards. The clock not yet a factor, Michael, but we're getting down to that time where we're going to have to start talking about who, ends this drive. And Dallas got the ball first. Tulsa would love to put more points on the board right before the break.
Here is 2nd down and 3. Short throw. Crash Combs is going to pick up a first down up to the 44-yard line. So Dallas is doing it all except the deep throw. We really haven't seen the deep ball work for either quarterback tonight, except for that one throw by Martin.
Well, yeah, and that was close enough to being picked off that I don't know if I would try it too many times. Both teams kind of avoiding it, playing it safe, and I think that's the best motto here in this game where, you only are trying for your second win.
Here's Royce Robbins. That's his best run of the night, 6 yards up towards midfield, and he's not utilized often. He maybe gets 1 or 2 runs per drive, but if he does that on every play that he gets the ball, well, he's worth it to keep back there in the backfield. I know that Dallas has tried some off-the-wall strategies in the past with, high contract runners and low contract runners and the like, but this seems to be working for them so far. 2nd down and 4, handoff, and, everything I said, just throw it out the window.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right? You say something, and then it's thrown right back on you. A nice job there by Rhett Sawyer. Must have some run coverage up there in the middle because nothing was getting by him on that play.
We got a highlight there. Charles Ball. He almost had a pick tonight. He's had a good punt return. Synergy, sidearm, far side. That's a caught first down. What a catch by Mike Ozai. He's been doing that one all night.
Yeah, but at what cost? He got absolutely tattooed there. I think the hit caused him to lose 3 yards. Lucky his feet were in front of the line. Otherwise, Tulsa would have been getting off the field. What a hit. I'm never going to get over that one. I heard that one from the booth.
All right. Well, it does get a new set of downs. 1st and 10 for Tulsa, for Dallas from the Tulsa 44. Synergy under pressure. The ball pops up in the air and hits the turf, avoiding the sack. Great pressure there. Rhett Sawyer, he's been big on 2 consecutive plays.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I heard his great-grandson Tom was pretty good too.
Isn't he mentioned in some song?
You're losing me there.
The stadiums around the league play that song sometimes. 2nd down and 10 from the Tulsa 44, handoff to, and what a tackle from Cook. Gained maybe 4 yards for Royce Robbins there.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's, we can take a look here. Let's take a look at Robbins' numbers. 10 carries, 30 yards, so we're about 70 away, but Scott has committed to cheering one bit for every yard that Royce Robbins has gotten tonight. So far, it's surprising him a little bit.
Here is Synergy over the middle.
Oh, it's close.
Junior, senior, not going to get there. Actually, that's Mason Kirby, his second catch of the night. Barely not going to get there. 4th down and 1, and this is the area where you might want to go for it.
That was 100% spot of the ball, and you might as well here with 15 seconds before the 2-minute warning. They might not even end up, using a timeout if the other team doesn't jump off sides. Let's see what happens here. It's always exciting.
Yeah, you go for it. Robbins!
He got it.
Didn't get there. Oh, no.
No, he didn't.
He didn't get there. Kyron Hill in the hole to make the hit. He was assisted by Bam Bam Cook, who pushed Robbins forward on the previous play, so redeeming himself a little bit there. And Tulsa football.
And they get a play here before the 2-minute warning. That's big, Michael. It saves them a timeout and saves them from going into 2-minute mode too early.
Martin under center, 3 left, single right, going right to left in the all green, white, and red. Here's a short pass in the flat. That one's picked up by Godspeed, and he'll get 7 yards. We've hit the 2-minute warning here at Greenwood District Stadium. Dallas 7, Tulsa 3, and this is the SFL presented by APM Music on Twitch.tv. Stay with us. Offset eye on 2nd down and 3. 1:58 to go in the first half. Tulsa looking to take the lead on this drive, and Sanjo Robinson is going nowhere. That tackle made there by Iverson Gamble.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the strategy. You just had the 2-minute warning. You do know that means there's only 2 minutes till the break, right? And you are on the opposite side of the 50.
Now, 3rd down and 3, 1:30 to go and counting. The other thing that Tulsa could be okay with this score and just wants to get in a half, and Sanzo Robinson picks up a 1st down, running hard between the tackles.
Oh, he's down. He's hurt.
Oh, no. We've seen so many injuries this season, and to a key player like Sanzo Robinson would really hurt Tulsa's chances in this game.
I think Dion rolled his eyes a little bit, but that man needs some milk. And I guess, this is going to change your strategy a little bit now with your star halfback down. I think you have to go to the air. The backup running back for the Tulsa Desperados is King Jack Washington. We shall see if he touches the ball at all. 1st down and 10 to the Tulsa 45. He will touch the ball because he got a check down pass and he lost 2 yards. And Ray West in the chat is apologizing for hurting Robinson. You don't usually see that. Here is another. Oh, he's got King blocks. Jack gets the ball again. He's got blocks. He's going down the field, and he does. He gets out of bounds, too, setting up a 3rd down and 2. King Jack Washington, and that's probably more times than I probably would ever think that I would say his name tonight. King Jack Washington. A lot of things going on there. You got a president's last name, King, and then Jack is a type of card, along with a king is also another type of card. Lots of subliminal messaging there, Michael, to dissect. 3rd down and 2. Martin going to go to the air. Big drop. Right over the middle. Caught 1st down all the way in, down inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Timeout, Tulsa. What a beautiful pass. What a snag, though. No, forget the pass. It was a little bit behind him. Watch this snag. Unbelievable. The receiver had to reach back and make the grab. Look at that. Right out of the lap of number 21 on Dallas, which is Tom Taylor coming over from the Vaqueros. An amazing grab that really saved that play. Martin was throwing an incompletion there, but instead they're down to the 22. Another lucky throw and catch. And I'm going to ask you to guess who made that catch. You're not going to get it. I'm not. Not even going to guess. It was the tight end, Will Ganderson. Here's Martin going to the air again. Going for the touchdown. He's got it. Andre Godspeed put it on the board. Tulsa takes the lead before halftime. Well, and that's what you love to see, Michael. Find the man who's open, hit him with the throw. Looking off the safety there from Martin, and he's able to find Godspeed right over the top. Burns Tom Taylor again, and Tulsa is going to take the lead. An incredible scene here at Greenwood District Stadium as Tulsa is in the lead despite Dallas having all the momentum so far.
Well, it looks like the momentum pendulum may be swinging back in Tulsa's favor after that drive. And you know what that drive reminded me of, Andy? It reminded me of the first drive of the game by Dallas. A very similar theme to the run, set up, pass, and then ended on a pseudo deep ball.
And I think that's something that Dallas can take away from this game, win or loss tonight, is that you have to have some form of rushing attack to open up the pass game a little bit more. And so far they've done that well. But for Tulsa, a great drive. The issue is it cost you your running back. Hopefully he'll be able to get taped up at the break and come back. We'll have to keep an eye on that situation.
Ball in the air from Andrew Wheeler. Here's Crash Combs from his own 10-yard line. Oh, he got hit hard at first contact. He only got the ball up to the 27-yard line. Ryan Zorin, the backup linebacker playing special teams, made the hit. And now Dallas has 3 timeouts, 51 seconds, plenty of time, especially for this explosive passing attack to go down the field and try to answer.
Right, watch Osai. He's going to paint those sidelines and see how many catches he can make and save time by getting out of bounds.
Trips right, single left, synergy going down the field. Oh my God! Oh, drop! That had touchdown written all over it from Mike Osai, and that's his first drop of the game to my knowledge.
Yeah, well,
what a time to have it.
Forget what I was saying about painting the sidelines, young fella. Just catch the ball and get upfield. And maybe he was a little surprised that the defensive back bid on it that much, but you got it. As the league's leading receiver in yards, catch the ball and get upfield. That was a touchdown written all over it if Charles Ball couldn't chase him down.
Here's 2nd down and 10. Synergy going to go to Osai again. Is he going to get out of bounds? He doesn't. Oh, no, he didn't get the first down.
No, he stepped out. Yep.
1 yard short, so a pressure 3rd and 1 now from the Dallas 36. They're still on their own side of the field with how exciting the last 3 plays have been.
Still a lot of time, though. It only took 8 seconds off the clock for those 2 plays. They can pick up the first down here and still have like 40 seconds left.
Trips right, single left. Synergy under center, short drop, flings it over the middle. That pass is caught, junior, senior, the 3rd. First down and a timeout up to the Dallas 46-yard line.
And I think that's a good play. I think as much as Dallas paints the sidelines, they need to be aware that you don't always have to do that. Sometimes you can just check to the middle. You do have all your timeouts still to use, now down to 2. So there's still one more play that can go to the middle of the field if you're Shabazz Synergy. But as a veteran, he knows this already. It's all in his head.
And think about the touchdown that Dallas has so far. That was an over the middle pass. And here is Synergy going to go to the far sideline. This time Mike Osai will grab it and step out of bounds for 6 yards, up to 68 yards on the day.
Not bad. A little pedestrian for Mike Osai, though, I will say. Tulsa's done a good job of limiting him to just those out routes besides that one drop that he had earlier on this drive. If they can keep him in check, that'll make this a very interesting second half.
Osai isolated to the far side of the field, 3 receivers near side. Synergy, pressure coming. He got the pass away. It's over the foot. It's caught. Crash Combs into Tulsa territory. First down. They're not going to use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. 23 seconds to go and counting. Synergy saunters up to the line. Snaps the ball, 18 seconds to go. Pressure coming. He got the pass away, and it's incomplete. Oh, no, it was complete. Over the middle, 5-yard gain. Crash Combs again making that catch.
And I don't know why you wouldn't have used the timeout before the last play. You waited, and you gained 5 more yards, but at what cost? I mean, you let 5-6 seconds tick off the clock that you could have saved, and now they're bringing out the kicker.
And this is something I don't agree with. You can run 2 or 3 plays in 15 seconds and then bring out the kicker, but it's going to be a 45-yarder. Kick is on the way from Manuel. Right down Main Street from 50 yards on the button. And we have a tie ball game.
What a kick. Manuel, put the power in the leg, son. Someone needs to take his test after the game, if you know what I'm saying, because, boy, he's got some juice in that leg. But now, Michael, we have to discuss There were 10 seconds left. They kicked it a little bit early, and Tulsa does have a dangerous return man. I'd hate to see this go bad for Dallas.
Charles Ball did have a couple returns for touchdowns a season ago. Does he have a rabbit in the hat here from the 10 up to the 20, 25, and he's just going to be spun down at the 30-yard line? And I would not be surprised if Tulsa just runs it up the middle and heads to the locker rooms here.
Well, they should. They should. It's a tie game. You get the ball back after the break. Your defense let up some points, but it's not the end of the world. Don't feel like you have to earn it back on this play. Regroup in the locker room. Come back out and feel a little more comfortable. But then again, who am I? Sometimes you just got to go empty set.
And what are they doing? They're going empty set. 4 wide plus a tight end. 5 seconds to go. They're on their own 30-yard line. Martin dropping, looking down the field. And there he goes down the sideline. 20, 15, 10.
Oh, he's in.
5. Touchdown. Put it on the board. Tulsa Desperados lead into the break courtesy of Stephen Bush.
Bush, what a run! There was one man that he had to beat, and boy, was it close. It's a nice corner route here, working on Gamble. Gamble bites, not able to get there. But then look, Tom Taylor, great angle, but Bush has enough speed to create the separation to get there. Look at this tackle. If he had 2 more yards before the end zone, he wouldn't have got there. Tom Taylor just a little bit late, and Tulsa strikes right before the half.
Zeros on the clock. 7s potentially on the board after Andrew Wheeler goes for this extra point. Well, we said the game wasn't really living up to our shootout expectations, and it has proven us wrong in the last 2 minutes of this first half. Mix RR with another 100 bits. Thank you, sir.
I need to take a leave before the second half.
And we are going to take a leave of absence from the commentary booth. We'll be back after the break. This is the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music, live on Twitch on a Friday night in prime time. We'll be back after the break. Stay with us.
Show Business Studios can take your dream and make it reality. Any show, anytime, any place. Show Business Studios is limited only by your imagination. Find us at showbusinessstudios.com.
looking at the lovely scenes of downtown Oklahoma. We are going through our sponsors, MediaTek Institute, Richard Sprintworks, as well as APM Music. ScoreStream, get your live scoring updates on ScoreStream. Spy Goat, look for the Spy Goat of the Week on the SFL Blitz as we take more looks here at downtown Tulsa. That is a giant whale. I don't remember the exact reason he's there, but it is absolutely awesome. Now, we are back to the action. Michael, are you ready for the second half, man?
I mean, the way the first half ended, I'm ready for anything. We got two gunslingers in the backfield, some great running backs, and we'll see. We don't have an update on Sanzo Robinson yet. As soon as we know something, you will know something as well. Tulsa will start with the football. Back here at Greenwood District Stadium on a Friday night in prime time. Good to be along with you. My name is Michael Truilo. I'm your play-by-play commentator. Andy Hamilton is in the booth with me tonight. If you're looking for Cameron Irvine and Stephen Mullinax, they will be back tomorrow night over on YouTube. Here's 1st and 10 for Tulsa. Martin out of the backfield. He'll throw on first down out to the far side. Andre Godspeed picking up 6 yards. Tulsa in the all green tonight with white and red highlights. They're going left to right to start this third quarter. Dallas in the white shirt, white pants, black socks, black helmet with gold and silver trim. They're going left. Or they're going right to left. And Andy, give me a couple words to sum up that first half.
Last minute, insane. Some of the craziest 20, 30 seconds in the SFL I've ever seen at the end of the game. And hey, let's talk about we're 10 viewers short of triple digits, Michael. If we can get there, that'll be some fun stuff. I think the league deserves it, and I think we should definitely get to at least 100 viewers.
Yeah, we definitely can. If you got somebody that you know is interested in the league or is a part of the league and not watching tonight, get them in here. We've got a fantastic game for you right now. As on third down, they got almost there. The touchdown man, Stephen Bush, almost picked up the first down, but it'll be a yard short, so the punting unit on the field for Tulsa.
3 and out for Tulsa, and you got to wonder, Sanzo Robinson, we got the update while the stats were over, so we couldn't exactly see what it says. We'll see if he returns to the field of play or not. But you got to imagine Tulsa would like to see him back on the field, because if not, they might struggle.
Punt away from Cortland Weaver. Crash Combs. Nice spin move, made 2 men miss. Got up to the 32-yard line of Dallas, and here comes Sabaz Synergy. After a hot start to the game, Synergy and the rest of Dallas have really kind of cooled off, but they've done a good job keeping the ball, but they're down 7 with more time of possession.
And that's kind of what comes with the tape. Royce Robbins, though, has been a nice change of pace for Dallas. I'd be interested to see if they continue that motto here in the second half or whether they start really lighting up the air attack.
Here is a handoff for Robbins. They seem to start every drive with Royce Robbins. At this time, the Tulsa defense was ready for it. Rhett Sawyer, he's been having a pretty good game tonight. He picks up that tackle in the hole.
Yeah, big boys up front said, hey, enough is enough. No more Royce Robbins for us, thank you. We prefer Lamborghinis and Maseratis.
Sabaz Synergy, 7 of 10 for 69 yards so far. Run-of-the-mill day by his standards, but he's going down the field, and that ball is almost intercepted. Nate Heslip got the hand on it and knocked it away. Intended for Senior the third out there.
He read it beautifully, was able to step right where the ball was coming. Maybe if he would have had another half a second, he would have been able to get there with 2 hands and make the pick, but still a nice play by Heslip to force this 3rd and 10.
I do need to make an addendum. I was reading some old stats. He's 21 of 31 for 195 yards as Synergy. That's more like it. 3rd down and 10. Synergy hit as he threw, got it out to Osai, but he threw it so far behind him. And didn't even make the catch in bounds.
And
Rhett Sawyer.
He clocked a guy on the sideline too. If I'm Dallas, I'm not appreciating, or Tulsa, I'm not appreciating that. But hey, you got off the field, so I guess, each negative reaction has a positive action with it too as well.
So the back-to-back 3-and-outs to begin the third quarter. Rock Vandenboom, he's probably been on the field more than he'd like tonight. This is his fourth punt. He gets it away cleanly from the 20-yard line. Charles Ball from beyond his own 30 gets it up to the 35. And it was interesting to seeing the stats at halftime as Dallas is down 7 with more time of possession, and that's probably just those last 15 seconds of the half. But they started really hot, getting a touchdown on that first drive, then kind of disappeared. And we'll talk more about that, I'm sure, as the evening goes along. Here's Tulsa. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Being chased, and down goes Michael Martin. First sack of the game for Dallas. And who got it? It is Augustus von Erich.
Yeah, Augustus Gloop, I guess, coming in the backfield. Dallas able to get pressure with only 4, so I think that's more of a coverage sack, but it was pretty quick. I don't know. If the Lobos can keep that up, though, they're going to get off the field here.
Second down and 12. Martin, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He was under center, and now he's thrown out to the near side, and well out of bounds was Corey Jones.
Yeah,
Stephen Bush, rather. I keep getting them confused.
Well, yeah, and we haven't really heard from Corey Jones very much tonight, which is interesting. The 3 receivers, could be a threat for Tulsa, but really they've just been working with Bush and Godspeed. So I'd like to see him get Corey Jones a little more involved here heading forward, and this 3rd and 12 might be a good opportunity.
From the 33-yard line, only a 4-man rush for Dallas. Going down the middle, 2 men wide open over the field for Tulsa. First down past the 50. That pass was hauled in by Marcel Miller.
Yeah, Marcel, baby, and he had an escort to get him there, Hey, sometimes the best offense is some defense, and the man out in front of him was able to shade the defensive back from seeing where he was going, and he's able to haul that one in and has plenty of room to make the first down grab to the 43. That's what you want out of Tulsa, especially since Sonzo Robinson is yet to return the game.
The Tulsa Desperado offensive train is picking up momentum out of the station here. Martin over to Robinson. Robinson's still out of the game. That's still King Jack Washington. He gets 4 yards off the check down.
Yeah, King Jack Washington, a solid play behind the line. Able to pick up 4 from the backup, in an injury situation. You really enjoy those yards when you can get them.
Heavy set here on 2nd down and 6. Maybe we'll see a running play to Washington, and we will, and he's going to squeak forward for, give him 2 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and 4.
A nice little scamper again by the backup, and if you're Tulsa, you can't be too mad at him coming in cold, unready to play in this game. When you back up a guy like Robinson, you're not used to running the ball, and now here he's in a very heavy formation.
All run formation, only 1 wide out. Washington going to get the ball, and he's going to be driven backwards by about 3 white jerseys. He's going to lose a yard. Lead tackler on that one was Von Erich again.
Yeah, and, I think Tulsa maybe got a little too excited about Jack King Washington because they tried to give him the ball one too many times. It didn't work out, and they're outside a field goal range, so they're going to have to punt it back and play a little field position.
Cortland Weaver, he's had a punt go down to the 1 today. Let's see if he can repeat that feat here. Bounces inside the 10. Oh, it was caught out of the air by Junior Stanley, the cornerback playing special teams duty at the 9 or 8 yard line. Let's see. Looks like the 8 yard line.
Over the shoulder, fielded it cleanly. Put that guy on defense. We've seen enough drops out of these star defenders. Put that guy out there. He seems to know how to make an interception.
He put the stickum on his gloves. Everybody else didn't. 1st and 10 for Dallas from their own 8 yard line. Shadow of their own end zone. Here's Royce Robbins getting the carry and getting 5 yards following his blockers.
And that's all you can do. Put big boys out in front of that running back and let them carry him to victory. and they got a nice 5 yards there. That's all you really need on first down. It sets you up nicely for second down, but doesn't, scare the defense too much.
The defense has been holding up pretty well for the better part of 3 quarters, and here's a check down to Rob Enns, and he got rocked. He only picked up 1 yard, and Espen Royale said, you go no further.
Yeah, they always usually try and teach the backs, once you get the ball, you head to the hash, head to the numbers, and then head to the sideline. Robbins there may have forgotten that on the pass, decided to check back into the middle of the field, and Royale tattooed him for it.
3rd down and 4. Synergy under center with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Short drop for Synergy out over the middle of the field. Looked like the receiver was impeded. No flag. Unbelievable. Brett Sawyer, the defensive tackle, actually dropped back there in coverage.
Yeah, Royale was also in the passing lane, and that made it a difficult grab. I might have thought about throwing the flag. At the end of the day, it doesn't get called, and Dallas is going to have to punt. But it was definitely questionable, and I'm sure the chat will go back and forth on whether it was pass interference or not.
Vanden Boom from his own 3-yard line. Going to be great field position right at midfield for Charles Ball on the return. Good tackle by Willie Dupree there, the backup safety. 1-on-1 with Charles Ball.
Yeah, Dallas has done really well in special teams in limiting ball. Only really had the one return that was threatening for anything more than just some good field position. So they're going to need to keep that up. The last thing you want to do is give up a special teams touchdown this late in the game when it's as close as it is.
1st and 10 for Tulsa at midfield. No scoring yet in this 3rd quarter. Still 17-10. Desperados over the Lobos. Andre Godspeed dragging a defender for about 3 yards there. Picks up 8.
Godspeed, God Slow, God Power, God Strength. He's got a bevy of nicknames coming his way. He's able to shoulder the tackle here and pick up a few extra yards as well as stay in bounds. A nice yak for Andre Godspeed.
2nd down and 2. We haven't really seen either of these teams tonight be in 2nd and 3rd and shorts. They've mostly, been hit or miss on 1st and 2nd down, and it's made for a lot of these 3 and outs. But here is King Jack Washington on the move, and he's got blockers, and he's got a first down up towards the 20. He's out of bounds at the 22-yard line. He didn't actually step out of bounds. He was close enough.
Hey,
but
love it. Got to get everyone involved, and sometimes that involves the next man up mentality. Good blocking. Again, when you put a back behind the right blocks, it doesn't matter whether he's a star player or a non-contract or just someone off the street. He's going to pick up yardage, and King Jack Washington is the perfect example of that right there.
He almost bowled over Cain Vasquez, too. He's very close to breaking that tackle. 1st and 10 to the 22 for Tulsa. Dangerous drive being put together by the home team here. Martin, back to pass, steps up in the pocket, moves and throws over the middle. That pass is complete for 6 yards right across the top. And there's Corey Jones making not his first catch of the day, but he doesn't have very many.
Yeah, Jones, the little brother of owner and head coach Deion Hawkins, possibly a little bit of nepotism there, but hey, he made the grab across the middle, so it's good to see him getting in on the fun.
That's his 2nd catch of the game. Jones. And here's another throw by Martin near side, and this time Stephen Bush didn't get in the end zone. He was tackled short by Cain Vasquez. He does a little dance on the sideline, but he gets it into the SFL presented by APM Music Red Zone down to the 5-yard line. Last time Tulsa was here, sorry to cut you off there, Andy, they held him to 3.
Yeah, it's clutch time for Dallas. You got to get the stop here. You can't let him score a touchdown.
Handoff, Washington up the middle, driving towards the end zone. Didn't get there.
Oh, he's in the end zone, Michael. Don't tell me he didn't get there. He's standing in the paint.
Your eyes lie. The referee said he didn't get there. They said he was down on the inch line, just short. I thought he had it too, but here we go. 2nd down and goal from less than 1 yard away. Martin, Washington, put it on the board. Back up, touchdown. King Jack Washington scores 6 points.
Sanzo who? King Jack, baby. Get this man a contract. He's in, and Tulsa extends the lead. Now Dallas is in some trouble, and it all comes at the hand of a man who is a king and a Jack and a Washington. Touchdown, Desperados. You got to love it.
And talk about being under pressure for Dallas. They've only scored less than 30 points in 1 out of their 4 games so far this season, and they came up against the buzzsaw so far tonight in this Tulsa secondary, and really all Tulsa has to do now is hold serve, and they win this ballgame. As that extra point goes up and through.
Yeah, it'll come down to the defense. Tulsa's defense is number 12 in the SFL. Would they be able to keep down the number 3 offense in the SFL? They're up by 13, which is good, but Dallas has an opportunity here with 2 touchdowns being the difference to get back into this one. It'll all come down to this Tulsa defense. Can they get the job done? Are they up to the task?
Chernock's in the chat with some bits. I'm not about to count those, but thank you. As up to the 27-yard line goes Crash Combs, and with 2 minutes 45 seconds in the third quarter, so let's say about 13 and a half minutes to go, this is crunch time for Dallas, down 24-10.
Yeah, you really, there's time on the clock, but there's not unlimited time. You got to get going here at a certain point, and now might be that point.
Synergy under center, 2 receivers each side, but they're going to hand it off to Robbins, and Robbins got a yard on the play, maybe. Espen Royale brought him down. Good linebacker blitz there.
Well, hey, maybe Stephen Mullinex should look into signing King Jack Washington in the offseason because he's getting more yardage than Royce Robbins is out of the backfield.
Here is 2nd down and 9 from the 27.
Oh, look at all the space up at the top. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's going to be another run for Robbins. And nothing. He collapsed on by about 4 green shirts. Give Espen Royale another tackle assisted by Kyron Hill.
Yeah, dude, throw him a screen up there. He had more room on the top of the field than Robbins was ever going to find in the middle. And now, you're in a 3rd and long situation.
3rd down and 9. Synergy going to have to throw here. He's got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. He's going to throw that far side. He's got wide open Junior C. He breaks a tackle as well, up to the 49 and across the 50-yard line into Tulsa territory.
Tulsa has struggled on 3rd down at stopping and keeping Dallas from extending drives. Out routes are really Dallas's butter here. And Nate Heslep, for the first time tonight, is kind of out of position. Usually he's been kind of a clutch player for the Desperados. Finds himself in a hole here and is unable to make the tackle. And it sets up Dallas on the Tulsa side of the field.
1st and 10 for Dallas. 2 to each side. Synergy under center. Short drop. Throws to the near side. That pass is complete. Mike Osai will get out of bounds. Stop the clock. 1:13 to go in the 3rd. 2nd down and 4 after the gain of 6.
1:13 left to go in the 3rd. You pick up 6 on a nice out route. It just feels calm, Michael. Dallas feels like there's not as much pressure as I think that there actually is on them. Shabazz Synergy is making me feel like I'm on a beach somewhere. And look, more room up at the top.
Synergy back to pass. He goes short, and
wrong
Robbins
way.
is going the wrong way. He's going to lose a bunch of yards. Actually, only 2. I thought he was going to lose more yards than that, but I don't understand that play call.
Robbins looked a little bit like my 4-year-old niece on the soccer field. She's taking the ball to the wrong goal, and Robbins was running towards the wrong end zone there.
And Robbins didn't look like he was set up for a block and didn't even want the ball. And, now it puts Dallas in a tough 3rd down and 6 situation. Clock running 30 seconds to go in the 3rd. Synergy crossed the middle, tipped it incomplete. It was going towards Mike Osai, but Espen Royale said, no, thank you.
Got 99 problems, but a tip ain't one, Michael. He's able to bat that ball down, and now Tulsa gets the stop that they need right outside of field goal range. Just the epitome of good defense from Deion Hawkins' squad. They're going to get the ball back here. The issue is they're down to their 2nd string halfback. Can they put this thing away?
Well, if their drives are like the last one that they had, then they've got a good chance at it. Charles Ball, well, I thought he called for the fair catch. He didn't, but he only makes it up to the 15-yard line anyway. So that is where Tulsa will start up 24-10, 20 seconds to go in the third. So the quarter is pretty much over.
Hey, you can get a play or two out of here.
I say that, and then with 15 seconds left in the first half, Tulsa hit a 60-yard touchdown.
I tried to warn you that it wasn't over.
You did, and I didn't believe you, and so I'm not going to fall for that again. Offset I on 1st and 10. Tulsa in the all-green going left to right. A long looping pass out to the far side, only gains 3 yards. There's Corey Jones picking up another catch.
Corey Jones, also a old Vancouver Legion product, coming over, I think, 2 seasons ago, right before season 10. So still doing things in the league. So some more connections. He never played on the same team as Dante West, but the two of them are facing off tonight.
4 receivers, 3 to the bottom side. Oh! Fakes the handoff, and there goes Michael Martin's second sack of the game for the Lobos, and I won't even get to see who did it because that's the end of the third quarter. Desperados 24, Lobos 10. They're trying to make a comeback. 11 minutes to go. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on Twitch.tv. Stay with us.
APM Music is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com and visit their all-new esports landing page to find the best highlight music, heroic action, and epic sounds to boost the quality of your esports stream just like us. Log on to forum.apmmusic.com/esports for more information. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
We see Tulsa, Oklahoma, our sponsors tonight, APM Music, Show Business Studios, Media Tech Institute, Richards Printworks, ScoreStream, the live scoring sponsor of the SFL, Richards Printworks, Spygoat. We thank all of our sponsors for making the SFL what it is today. We thank all of you, over 100 of you now, watching tonight's game. Back at Greenwood District Stadium, Michael Truilo, Andy Hamilton. It's fourth quarter time, Andy. Put your 4s up.
I already did.
Martin over the middle going long. Oh, what a diving catch down the middle of the field. Corey Jones, he's been invisible tonight, but he makes himself visible by putting himself on the big screen with that catch.
Yeah, what they do is they call him the Magic Man, Michael. Now you see him, now you don't, and he's right down the field able to haul that one in. What an extension. Look at that. Just world class from Corey Jones.
And now, Tulsa basically much flipping the field now at their own 40-yard line. 2 receivers each side. Martin under center. Defense showing pressure, but they'll only bring 3 receivers. Martin get it away. Almost was run into by his own blocker, and a 9-yard pickup that time for Damon McIntosh.
Tulsa's moving the ball, man. That's what you want if you're the Desperados. Keep the ball moving, but, careful. Be very, very, very careful. Martin has played very well tonight, barring the 1 pick, and the last thing that you would like to do is, unload the ball here.
2nd down and 1. Here's Washington. He's not going to get there. So now he even lost a yard. 3rd down and 2 coming up, giving a little bit of hope for this Dallas defense. There's E.K. Vincent. I haven't called his name all night except for the roll call right at the top of the broadcast.
Yeah, and I don't think we needed to. He's a little bit of a diva, has his head in the limelight a little bit.
Well, he's got a tackle now. Washington. Oh, he broke a tackle. First down. What a clutch run.
Well, in the chat saying, come on, you can't pick up a yard. Well, how about he picks up 3 and breaks a tackle? This guy's playing off the wall, and I think this is kind of, surprising Dallas a little bit. They thought that they might be able to stop Sanzo Robinson on some of those runs, but they can't even stop the backup.
Here is 1st and 10 now on Dallas' side of the field at the 47-yard line. Martin back to pass over the middle. Oh, that's complete. And Andre Godspeed bounced off a man. He bounced off Bones Malone Jr. before being finally brought down by E.K. Vincent after a gain of 3.
Yeah, he said, "Get off me, I'm going this way," and unfortunately he didn't get many more yards than that, but still, something to put on the Instagram page for his fans, the little stiff arm action.
2nd down and 7. Martin alone under center, nobody in the backfield with him. Martin looking for his underneath, and that'll go for 4 yards as Andre Godspeed picks up another catch. And that's not Godspeed. That's Will Danderson, the tight end, making his 2nd catch. Remember, his first catch back in the 2nd quarter that led to the first Tulsa touchdown was a bomb over the middle, and he reached back to make a play.
Danderson playing solid tonight, just what they need. A little check down, safe throw, moves the ball forward, but doesn't risk too much.
3rd down and 3. Big play for Dallas's defense. Coming up, a shovel pass, and it's going anywhere. Snuffed out by Zilla Kaiju. Killa Kaiju would have been a better name. King Jack Washington gets the shovel, and it was shoveled right into the other pile of dirt, as there was no room to move there.
And it looks like they're trusting Washington to do all of the things that they expected Sanzo Robinson to do, and you're seeing why he's...
fantastic punt. Look at this. Cortland Weaver is making his case for player of the game. He has put Dallas inside their own 10-yard line 3 out of his 4 punts tonight. That is amazing.
And you saw Shabazz Synergy there shake his head a little bit as he was coming on the field like, are you kidding me, man? I've started at inside my own 5 3 times tonight, and they're, backed up again. Let's see if Tulsa can make them pay this time.
In the shadow of their own end zone at the 2, Robbins up the middle. He'll get 2 yards. Straight up the gut. That's good power running by Robbins. He was actually contacted a little bit behind the line of scrimmage by Newton. He dragged him forward for a couple of yards. Mike Osai has been really quiet in this second half. Actually, the entire Dallas offense has been really quiet since the first quarter, and something's going to have to change if they're going to get back into this game. Robbins up the middle. This time has some room to run. Got 3 more yards up to the 6. But that's it.
And Espen Royale makes him pay for coming up the middle. Robbins might be going back to the huddle going, listen, guys, maybe some outside runs because this Royale guy is killing me.
Not a single back. 2 receivers each side. 3rd and 5, and Royce Robbins! He got 4 of the 5 yards necessary. I thought he was going to break it for the first down, but Kanye Rockefeller had other ideas.
Well, Rockefeller, how about Rock Robbins? Because he just knocked him back. It looked all but a first down until Kanye Tutha came up and knocked him all the way back to the line to gain, and that'll bring up a 4th and 1, and Dallas will have to punt.
Yeah, I don't think that rap career is going to work out for you, Andy. Stick to
All right.
broadcasting. Charles Ball making a couple of spin moves, getting into Dallas territory up to the 44 before he's dropped.
Well, he looks like pinball there, spinning off of people. Unfortunately, didn't have enough spin moves in the arsenal to keep it going, but still good field position for Tulsa. They're going to need about 10 yards before they're in field goal range, so Dallas's defense really has to buckle down if they're going to want the ball back.
Quick chat shout-outs. Kanye, Rockefeller, Derek Kim, PB and Jotter, Eric, JDWA, Ray Way West, Ghibli Doo, Lash LaRue, Espen Real. As up the middle goes King Jack Washington. He'll skip by a defender and get 2 yards. Tulsa Desperados, T-Pattern 85 Point Syndicates, Crazy Eights, and everybody else watching on Twitch TV tonight. Thank you for joining us as we have under 6 minutes to go in the ball game, and if you're Dallas, it's looking more and more like 1-4. Here is another handoff. Washington, plenty of room to run. He's got almost a first down. He'll I mean, he held the ball in the wrong hand. If that ball hit his left hand, that's a first down as he was spun to the ground.
And he's still short of the line to gain, and they're right on the edge of field goal range. From here, it would be a 50-yarder. I'm interested to see what this play is. It's got to go forward. If it loses any yards, you might be in a tough situation.
Power running formation. Washington dotting the three-man set. Here he gets the ball. He's got a first down and more up to the 30-yard line. The blockers do their jobs, and Washington's got another first down.
Yeah, he opened up a Grand Canyon-sized hole through the line. Nice job by the Desperados offensive line. The big uglies up front clear the way, and Washington's able to pick up the first down. Michael, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're now under 5 minutes. This time is just oozing away. Dallas's hopes of getting back in this game are all but almost gone.
Here comes the blitz from Dallas, and they do stop Washington for only 1 yard that time. E.K. Vincent making another tackle. But, yeah, and, you know, you're down 14 with 4.5 to go. If you get the ball back here, well, best case scenario, you're down, 17. It's a 3-score game with 4 minutes to go. A lot's going to have to go right for Dallas here. As another heavy set look from Tulsa. 4 minutes, 10 to go. They're going to milk this clock for all it is worth. Washington bounces off a tackler and gets 4 yards right through the heart of the Dallas defense.
Look at that.
45 yards. King Jack Washington is outrunning Royce Robbins tonight, and he only has been on the field for 2 quarters. That's amazing.
King Jack Washington is the leading rusher in the game. He's out rushing Robinson, too, with the 1 touchdown. King Jack, baby, get him a contract.
Yeah, the most nervous person on the sideline right now is the Tulsa coaching staff, because now they're going to have to find a way to get King Jack Washington in the game more, because he's not going to want to just sit on the sidelines after a performance like this tonight. He's going to get the ball again, and he's going to get, call it 3 more yards up to the 22.
And shout out again to our stats guy, Mark Lopez. Johnny on the spot immediately puts King Jack Washington down on the stat sheet, has been keeping those stats for us, just doing a superb job.
The entire team here doing a great job. If you want to help our broadcasters do a better job every week, then consider joining our stats team. And the man to contact for that is sitting right here with me in the booth, Andy Hamilton. Give him a ring on Discord if you're interested.
Or Scott LaRue is leading our stats team this year, too. He's another good contact.
That ball is right down Main Street from Andrew Wheeler, and the 17-point lead is confirmed for Tulsa. I don't think anybody's missed a kick tonight, so it's been really impressive by both kickers. But I know Manuel's made one from 50 yards. Wheeler hasn't really had to boot it like that, but he's 2 for 2. And kickers making a good name for themselves tonight. Tulsa 27, Dallas 10. 2:42 to go in the ball game, and that might just be the nail in the coffin here.
Yeah, 3-score lead. Dallas is really going to have to start throwing the lights off this thing. If only, Michael, they had the offense to do that.
Well, they do. They've scored, 30 points in 3 of their 4 games, but it's just something hasn't been clicking tonight. And I think a large part of that is the defensive scheme for Tulsa. They came out with a good game plan to blanket these wide receivers, give Synergy nowhere to go, and it's worked beautifully for them. 1st and 10 for Dallas. Synergy back to pass, moves in the pocket, has to flip it across his body. What a catch in traffic. 1st down and more. Up to the Dallas 48-yard line, up by midfield. That catch was hauled in by Mason Kirby.
Unbelievable.
As everybody gets back to the line. 20 seconds to go to the 2-minute warning. And Synergy changes the play, actually. Now he'll snap it with 13 seconds to go before the 2-minute warning, and that pass is deflected and incomplete, intended for Mike Osai.
And we talked, Michael, before the game about, what does this mean, win or loss for either of these teams. Both of their wins, Dallas getting the win over Vegas, Tulsa just their first win last week over New Orleans. Can they start a run based off the game tonight? And Tulsa would now be 2-0 in 2 weeks if they can continue to hold Dallas out of the end zone and get the win. that's be interesting moving forward.
Synergy going for it. Oh, one-on-one coverage, and it's batted away. Junior Stanley, the cornerback on Mike Osai, and he makes the play, and it's third down.
Yeah, Stanley coming in off of special teams. They reward him with a play on offense, and then they put him up against the league's leading receiver, Mike Osai, and look at him. Does a good job.
Traps him against the sideline, bats the ball away, third down and 10, and this is, well, you're in four-down territory if you're Dallas, but this has got to go.
Yeah, you're going to need at least 11 yards, over the course of the next two plays. And on this one, I'd say you need 5 or 6 in order to feel comfortable.
Crowd getting loud here at Greenwood District Stadium. A sellout on a Friday night
nice
as that pass
turn.
is complete. A turn for Osai. He's up to 83 yards, but he's 1 yard short of the first down, and we have hit the 2-minute warning. Tulsa 27, Dallas 10. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on Twitch.tv. It's going to be a great ending. Stay with us. Michael Truilo, Andy Hamilton at Greenwood District Stadium. There's only 2 minutes to go in this one. Synergy going long. Got a receiver. It's Mike Osai.
Oh, and what are you doing? You took a timeout? Get to the line, man. Snap the ball. Those timeouts are going to come into play because essentially you could have got another drive out of it if you didn't recover the onside kick, but because they burned it this early now, they're going to have to rely on getting the onside kick. I mean, you needed 2 of them, but you would have at least been able to save one of them by taking the timeouts, but now you're down to 2. Poor management there by Dallas's offensive unit.
And this is the second time that a receiver looked to be in the clear and on his way to the end zone and ran him down. Trips right, single left, 1st and 10 from the red zone to the 13-yard line. Sidearm out to Junior Senior, the third, put it up the ball. He got a block, and he's into the end zone.
And what a block it was. That was incredible. The seal block here, if you watch, by Mason Kirby, I think, who cuts back. And just does an incredible job there on that block to clear the way for Senior the third to get right into the end zone. Yeah, Mason Kirby, an incredible edge block, puts the points on the board. This ain't over. They're going to need the onsides, though.
Well, Andy, we've got ourselves a football game.
I enjoy those.
It could be a 10-point game with the extra point by Emmanuel goes through.
Oh, bad snap.
Oh, no, it's blocked! That was a bad snap, a bad hold. Manuel couldn't really do anything with it because the ball wasn't there. And it's now an 11-point game.
It's not over. It's still 2 possessions with 8 and a field goal. We'll make 11, so this onside's important.
We've seen onsides recovered as early as this season, but this one is not. It's right into the hands of Tulsa, and there he goes down the sideline of the numbers. 15-10, 5 special teams touchdown. Corey Jones has a touchdown.
No.
Oh, no, it's not. It's Lane Freeman, the safety. 31-13. I got the numbers backwards, but it's Tulsa nailing the coffin on this one. Freeman picks it up. The Tulsa special teams unit has the wherewithal to set the blocks up. And it's a party in the end zone, and it's a party in Greenwood District Stadium tonight.
Look, man, I tell you what, I've seen everything, Michael. Now I've seen a kick 6. I don't even have words for whatever that just was. I mean, you put the hands unit on for Dallas. You don't expect them to know how to tackle. You expect them to know how to field the football. This is going to be one interesting SFL Blitz highlight package, I'll tell you that much.
That is the second time, I don't remember specifically if it was this season or last season, that we've had an onside kick returned by the other team for a touchdown like that.
Yeah.
In garbage time. I think Tallahassee had one in week 1 or 2.
Well, I'm sure the chat will let us know if it did happen, but all I got to say is, press F to pay your respects for the special teams hands unit for Dallas.
And kicking it deep is Andrew Wheeler. And now it's 34-16, and this game is pretty much over at 1:38 to go. Nice return by Crash Combs, though, out to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and now, Michael, I think we have to discuss when we're looking at this Tulsa team. They got the win last week over New Orleans. New Orleans wasn't the best team. They get the win over Dallas here. Dallas is not the best team. Next week, they have the opportunity going up against Atlanta to continue this win streak and really prove to a lot of the teams in the SFL that they mean business. They got Atlanta twice in the next 3 weeks. They're going to need those critical wins if they want to start piecing together a playoff run.
Dallas going fast. Mason Kirby had the spin move to get the first down. As Synergy takes the low snap. Flings it. Oh, and Royce Robbins off the fingers and onto the ground. He was, 5 yards upfield before he made the catch there, I think.
Yeah, Robbins not known for his receiving threat, but then again, he did touch the ball more tonight than I think he has in most of the season. 21 overall touches for 45 yards. He's no King Jack Robinson or Washington. We'll give him that.
King Jack Robinson, just combine them.
Yeah.
Synergy on 2nd and 10, a laser over the middle, and this is the Tulsa second-string defense, which is why that Dallas is cutting them open like butter. And let us turn our attention now to the rest of Week 6. Some big matches up and down the roster as Dallas continues to go up tempo. Now 56 seconds to go and counting. They've still got 2 timeouts. 2nd and 2, Synergy over the middle, incomplete. And now that gives us a chance to look at the matchups. Tomorrow night, Cameron Irvine and Stephen Mullinax are back in the saddle to bring you Atlanta at New Orleans. That's with this result tonight, a massive Southern Conference matchup. On the Sunday slate, Tallahassee at Oklahoma City, London at Baltimore, St. Louis at Queen City, Denver at Vancouver, Indianapolis at Chicago, and then in prime time on Sunday night is San Francisco at Alaska. And then Monday night, the fan night game of the week is Las Vegas and Mexico City as Synergy gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Would have been a sack. It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, Ghibli do with the pressure there.
Looking at this slate, Andy, what games stick out to you this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, you talked about it. The game tomorrow night is really a big game for the Southern Conference and looking at, how the conference is going to shake out now that we're getting into the playoff conversation. But also, looking down the slate, I think St. Louis and Queen City is an interesting matchup, as well as Indianapolis at Chicago. Both of those teams desperately need a win, much like this game tonight, in order to stay alive. And then finally, San Francisco at Alaska. Alaska, the stat that went on Twitter is on I believe it's a 13-game win streak. The last team that beat Alaska, Michael, I don't know if you can name them, they were the San Francisco Sharks. So
I was going to guess that by the way you phrased that question. I didn't actually know off the top of my head.
Well, yeah, but okay, so the Sharks are going to take on Alaska this week and look in the Western Conference to kind of make things a little more interesting. So I will have an eye on that game as well.
A lot of great action. You can catch us mostly on YouTube at Simulation FL over there. 2 games on Twitch on Sunday night, and Monday night. Dallas still moving the ball here, 27 seconds to go, and we've seen a lot of big performers tonight, some unexpected performers as well as, big shot drops the ball, and Sneakers Alamo, he's, he's 1 for 3 on catches tonight. Yeah. But who is your player of the game tonight, Andy?
It's King Jack Washington all the way. The man was doing everything on the field. 50 all-purpose yards, 1 touchdown. He was all over the field. If we're going to get more realistic, I think Andre Godspeed and more off Michael Martin did a really good job of protecting the ball. But King Jack Washington, I think, was our surprise player that blew us out of the water. And maybe he might get the fans' vote in the chat, I would assume.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. We've got 17 seconds left. Clock has stopped as Mason Kirby dropped that pass over the middle. Let us know who you think is going to be the...
Maybe Lane Freeman on the onside return, the kick 6.
Yeah. Stephen Bush had that long touchdown, really broke this game open at the end of the first half. A synergy going to the end zone. That pass is caught. Put it on the board. Garbage time touchdown for Mason Kirby. Pad the stats a little bit. He's had 2 touchdowns tonight. He's had himself a decent game.
Yeah, a touchdown like that is like finding an old pizza, or a new pizza, sorry, on top of the trash can. It's still a garbage time decision, but it might be fresh. You might be able to dust off the bottom of it and still take a bite.
I see a Cortland Weaver, the punter for Tulsa, vote for player of the game in the chat. I agree. He played his lights out tonight. 3 out of 4 punts down inside the 5-yard line. The special teams for Tulsa was ticking at all facets.
I also see a Espen Royale conversation. He did great over the middle and had some hard hits on Royce Robbins as well. Robbins was playing well forward through the game, and then after those hits, they really started to struggle. So that's also a conversation that maybe should be had. 12 seconds left. Michael, you got a kick 6 left in you? 2 in a game?
I don't think so. I'm not going to say anything ridiculous because ridiculous things have happened in this game and in this league in the past, and the onside kick is going to go and immediately down. So no more excitement. There's 11 seconds left.
Don't say that. There's still time.
I think that we're going to see everybody's favorite formation in football by the Tulsa Desperados offense here.
Well, it's only your favorite if you're on the offensive side of the ball, Michael. It absolutely sucks to see when you're on the defense.
Yeah, it is the victory formation for Michael Martin, and the victorious Tulsa Desperados, they'll go to 2-4. Dallas will go to 1-4. Tulsa obviously having played one more game, and Dallas will use one timeout as we tick down to the end of Friday night primetime here on Twitch. I've enjoyed it. I don't often get to do the primetime games anymore, but it was fun to come on down, get the star treatment, and call a great game with you, Andy.
Yeah, I think we got to 100 at one point, which is really good for the SFL's Twitch page. Love seeing everyone come out in full force and support the league. And we're still up over 79 viewers, which is great considering where we were. So Michael and I, as well as Mark on Stats, appreciate you guys riding with us throughout the game. It's been fun. We've had some laughs. We may have cried a little bit at halftime. Blood, sweat, and tears went into the broadcast.
8 seconds left. Dallas has used most of their timeouts. Stephen Molinax is really milking this game for all he's worth, and he's down by 11 points. And there's the final kneel by Martin. Arms go up in the air for the Tulsa players. The coaches will meet at midfield to shake hands, and the clock hits 000. That'll do it from us up here in the booth. Your final score, Tulsa 34, Dallas 23. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on twitch.tv. Final scores, stats, and highlights will be scrolling across your screen. For Mark Lopez, Andy Hamilton in the booth with me tonight, my name is Michael Truilo. I have been your play-by-play commentator saying, see you next time.
Peace, guys. Bye-bye.